And now, WFXR presents Hardee's Friday Night Blitz, powered by Hardee's and by Aquarius Pools and Outdoor Living.
Yes. Good evening, everyone. I'm Jermaine Ferrell, hoping your day is wonderful and blessed like butter. Let's go on a roll, baby. For the Hardee's Friday Night Blitz, we have the state semifinals preview special coming up on Saturday. We have 5 local teams looking for their spot in the state finals next weekend. Over the next 30 minutes, we take a look at the teams, and we start off in the Class 4 ranks with the Jefferson Forest Cavaliers looking to get a spot in the state title game for the first time since 1993 as they head to the Richmond area to face the Verona Blue Devils. Kickoff set for Saturday at 2. Both teams are 11-2 on the season. Now, JF opened up the playoffs with a 33-7 home playoff win over their Seminole District rival in EC Glass. After that, a pair of road wins, 14-10 over John Hanley. Then in Danville for the Region 40 title, it was a 49-7 win over George Washington last week. Here is more on the Cavaliers' push to get to the Class 4 championship game. For fifth-year Jefferson Forest head football coach J.T. Cruz, the journey to get to the Class 4 state semifinals has been rewarding. They've gone from a one-win season in the fall of 2021 in Coach Cruz's first season to a win away for playing for a state title.
It's been awesome. It's been awesome. You know, this is something that JF hasn't done in a long, long time. And so to accomplish this, it was one of our goals on the season. We still have more goals to accomplish, but, man, really, really proud of my guys for their effort tonight.
The team has broke through to win a regional title to this point after 2 years of tough playoff losses.
It feels incredible because 2 years ago we've been exited the second round, so just to get to the States is very incredible. I don't remember the last time we've been to the States and reaching the championship. That's just amazing.
Now the Cavaliers shift their focus to a very tough Verona team as they want their chance at a state finals berth.
Just coming to practice, working hard every day, make sure we have everything right, and just do our job, do the little things right, no fumbles, none of that stuff, and just hopefully come out with the win.
Another big assist for JF, the community support the Cavaliers are getting year in and year out.
Forest is a really, really special place. Everybody is invested in the success of our athletes, and that's not just football, that's every sport. And you feel that, especially when you're having a good season like the one that we're having right now. You feel it from members in the community. People see you out and they want to stop and they want to talk about football and talk about how great things are right now, and just top to bottom from parents, administration, boosters, everybody who supports this football program has played a big, big part in our success to this point.
Meanwhile, in the Class 4 semifinals Saturday at 2, Jefferson Forest, as we mentioned, they visit Verona. Also on Saturday at 2, it is Lafayette at Loudoun County. Now, the winners will match up in Williams Stadium on the Liberty University campus in Lynchburg next Saturday morning at 11:30 for the Class 4 final. When we go to the Class 2 ranks, where the Glenvar Highlanders, Saturday at 2, they head to Big Stone Gap to play the Union Bears. Now, both teams are a perfect 13-0 on the season. In fact, these are the only undefeated teams remaining in all VHSL. Glenvar going for their first state title berth since they won it all back in 2014. Now, Glenvar has had all of their playoff games at home, starting off with a 50-0 win over Nelson County, then winning over Three Rivers District rival Radford 27-3, and in the Region 2C title game last week was a 41-6 win over Gretna. Miriam Chamberlain gives us a look at the Highlanders as they are on their road to Salem.
13 wins, 0 losses, and last Friday night at home, the Glenvar Highlanders made it look routine. A 41-6 blowout over Gretna punched their ticket to the state semifinals.
We're very fortunate, we're very blessed, and we're just excited to be moving on.
You know, we've been playing as a team all year, putting up big points. I mean, it just really feels good, and it's kind of crazy that we're already at state semis, but hopefully this year we can win and make it to the state chip.
The offense continues to light up early, and the defense, as it has all season long, slammed doors. Glenvar's only given up just a handful of points per game, and they'll need every bit of that toughness this week.
But one, we have a great senior group, we have a great coaching staff, and it just means being resilient, being tough, and being competitive. And you know, when you have high expectations for yourself, you should expect this. But you have to work, and I think this group has worked really hard over the last several years. So I'm really proud of them.
But standing in their way is Union, another 13-0 squad with its own brand of toughness. Despite off-field conflict and a coaching change just days ago, the Bears have kept their focus.
It's an amazing feeling, just 'cause, I mean, it's the second year in a row, but I mean, last year we came up short, so hopefully this year we just come into it, just do our job, and hopefully we come out with a win.
For Glenvar, it's business as usual. Keep their momentum, dominate, and advance.
The next team we're going to play is going to be just as good, if not better. We know we're going to have to just stay focused and, just really work on our craft this next week and don't just stop and give up and just know what our mission is. We want the ring this year, so that's what we're trying to get to.
Well, it doesn't get much better than this. Two unbeaten teams battling for a spot in the state title game. Glenvar wants to show they're the class of Class 2, while Union wants to prove that adversity can't stop them. For Hardee's Friday Night Blitz, I'm Miriam Chamberlain.
Thank you so much, Miriam. Now, and again, the Class 2 semifinals, Glenvar visits Union at 2 on Saturday. In the other semifinal, it is Poquoson at Strasburg at 2. Now, the winners will play at Salem Stadium next Saturday morning at 11:30 for the Class 2 final. Coming up on the Hardee's Friday Night Blitz with your state semifinals preview, we go to the Class 3 ranks where Ryan Moye previews Liberty Christian and Miriam Chamberlain previews Magna Vista. Stick and stay, please.
Now, Hardee's Friday Night Blitz Band of the Week. And now, Hardee's Friday Night Blitz is back.
Well, we come to the Class 3 portion of the Hardee's Friday Night Blitz State Semifinal Preview Special. In one half of the semifinal, the two-time defending Class 3 champs in the Liberty Christian Bulldogs head up to just outside of Washington, D.C. to play the Kettle Run Cougars Saturday at 2. Now, LCA, they're 10-2, while Kettle Run, they are 12-1. The Bulldogs have won 13 straight playoff games, the longest active streak in the state. Liberty Christian has been the road warriors in the playoffs, opening up at Broadway, winning 14-12, then at Wilson Memorial 22-3. Then in the Region 3C title game, winning at City Stadium last week in overtime over Heritage 14-7. Ryan Moye has a preview of the Bulldogs and their road to being three-time state champs.
Well, the Liberty Christian Academy football team is right back where they'd hoped to be in a state semifinal against a familiar foe, Kettle Run, a team they defeated last year in the state finals, except this time they'll face the Cougars for a chance to head to their third straight state championship game. I caught up with the Bulldogs about their journey so far and the chance to return to another VHSL Class 3 state final.
Our kids have been motivated from the beginning of the year. I mean, we graduated a very significant senior class last year. You know, everybody knows Gideon Davidson, but I mean, there were 4 or 5 other very, very high level high school players that were 2- and 3-year starters. And to lose that many, you know, major impact players, I mean, it's a hard thing to replace.
This season for the Bulldogs, resiliency is the name of the game. From beginning the season with a loss against Ironton on the road, to falling to a tough Pioneer squad during week 10 of the high school football season, to last week defeating Heritage 14-7 in overtime to capture yet another Region 3C title. And it's all due to the team's grit and determination that has continued to pay off on the field.
You know, I posted something about it the other day. It's a winning culture. You know, we got guys, our scout guys, you know, trying as hard as they can. We always have people ready, you know, like next man up. So we had a freshman in JoJo Deo making plays all night long. So I think it's really special to see, and it speaks numbers about our culture.
A culture that LCA sophomore running back Silas Nessel wrote has firmly adopted.
I mean, yeah, at the beginning of the season, you know, we didn't really think we were going to get like that much playing time. I mean, we were on varsity and stuff. But then throughout the season, you know, we started working really hard and we made our way up. Every day in practice, we worked together, try to get each other better for the next game and stuff, so yeah.
Now the Bulldogs set their sights on Kettle Run in the state semifinals, and they'll do exactly what they do best, face adversity head on.
So I think there was a thought that, you know, we were going to come back to the pack a little bit, and early on it didn't look great, you know, and didn't really know how things would come together, but our kids took that as motivation. They wanted to write their own story, and you know, hopefully we got another 1 or 2 left, but this is a great way to write a story. It's a chapter in a beautiful book.
Now the Bulldogs have relied heavily on their younger talent and expect them, along with everyone, to step up even more heading into Saturday's contest. For Hardee's Friday Night Blitz, I'm Ryan Moye.
Thank you so much, Ryan. We move on to the other side of the Class 3 bracket. The Region 3D champs and the Magna Vista Warriors, they are on a big-time roll. At 12-1, they will head to Norfolk Saturday at 2 to play the Lake Taylor Titans at 11-2. It's been a dominating run so far all season for the Warriors, especially in the playoffs. So here the Magna Vista Warriors run through the playoffs so far all at home. They beat Abington 56-10, then won over Carroll County 64-28. And in the Region 3D Finals, they defeated Lord Botetourt 65-34. That's 185 points in 3 playoff games for Magna Vista. Miriam Chamberlain gives us a look at the Warriors as they prepare for their game against the Titans.
Well, when a team scores 65 points in a playoff game, you know they've got something cooking. In Magna Vista, they weren't just cooking, they were on fire. Take a look.
Last Friday's win over Lord Botetourt looked less like a region championship and more like a track meet. Big plays, fast strikes, and an offense that never seemed to take a breath.
I think that's 185 points in the 3 playoff games. I mean, our offense is just clicking on all cylinders right now, and that's what you hope to be, is playing your best at the end of the year.
That's kind of been their story all season, and now they're just 1 win away from a spot in the Class 3 state title game.
We lost to Botetourt last year in the playoffs and knew they were going to be one of the best teams in the region, and we thought this was what the regional title game would be. And we prepared. I think we did a great job, and the kids really worked to earn this one. Anytime things were going a little bad, we reminded them about Botetourt and pushing us around here at the hole, and they really took heart to it and came in and made sure we were ready to control the line of scrimmage.
It feels great. I mean, I feel like we've been put on the show for my senior year. I mean, I couldn't ask for a better season.
But before they could think about playing for a state title in Lynchburg, they've got to deal with Lake Taylor, a team who isn't new to this stage.
Fix the few mistakes we made and just continue to improve and focus on ourselves a little bit and our opponent.
I mean, it feels great. It's a brotherhood. Nobody can be like us, I feel like. It's just a brotherhood.
So for Magna Vista, they know it's all about settling in, sharpening their details, and getting ready for a very different kind of challenge.
Absolutely. We talk about every week, you got to play your best. If you don't play your best in the playoffs, you go home.
Staying focused every week, getting stronger, and getting better.
Now the Warriors are looking mighty tough right now, but Lake Taylor does have the playoff pedigree, so we'll see which one wins out on Saturday. For Hardee's Friday Night Blitz, I'm Miriam Chamberlain.
Again, here is the Class 3 state semifinals. Magna Vista visits Lake Taylor Saturday at 2. Also at 2, the 2-time defending Class 3 champs in Liberty Christian, they hit the road to play Kettle Run. The winners will match up at Williams Stadium on the Liberty University campus in Lynchburg next Saturday at 5. Our Hardee's Friday Night Blitz state semifinal preview rolls on. We catch up with Grayson County in their rematch with Rye Cove in the Class 1 state semifinals. Plus, Ryan Moye has our latest player of the week. More Blitz coming up on the other side.
And now, Hardee's Friday Night Blitz is back.
Now in the Class 1 ranks, the Grayson County Blue Devils, they are back in the state semifinals as they will travel to play the Rye Cove Eagles with a 2 o'clock kickoff on Saturday at Gate City High School. The Blue Devils are once again getting hot and peaking at the right time, similar to last season. So here's the playoff run so far for the Grayson County Blue Devils. Now Grayson County won at home over Perry McClure 42-7. Then at Craig County, they got a 34-13 win. Then in the Region 1C final, they won at home over George Wythe 42-15. And the Blue Devils are looking for a repeat performance in knocking off Rye Cove on the road for their 2nd year in a row. The Grayson County Blue Devils, for the 2nd year in a row, are picking up steam near the end of the season. Last year, after an 0-2 start, they won 10 of 11 games, including 6 in a row, to get to the Class 1 state title game. This year, Grayson County was 2-4 before going on a 7-game winning streak. And for Grayson County head coach Stephen James, it's all about the buy-in.
It's been good. The kids have done a great job all year, and they're a fun group to be around. And again, it boils down to they work extremely hard, and they do what's asked of them on a daily basis.
The Blue Devils are doing it on both sides of the ball, scoring on offense and shutting down teams on defense with their successful formula.
We're coming in every day, putting in hard work. I mean, everybody really, from all the guys on the team I'm talking about, we come here every day, we do what we got to do, and we work together and we push each other to be better every day. I mean, it's just, we come out here and this is what we do, man. We do it every day at practice. We just play as a team and this is what we do.
It's just winning with my guys. I love everybody out here, and they're my other family, and just winning with them is just like the main thing I love.
Grayson County has a rematch with ROANOKE in the state semifinals. They're looking to get back to Salem and finish it all off with a state title.
We adjusted and we fixed, and now that we're here, we know what the goal is and we know what we have to do to win.
It'll take hard work, dedication, and just to keep driving and keep going forward. I mean, we're here now, why stop, you know what I'm saying? Let's keep going to the next level, and let's go back and do what we were supposed to do, and let's finish it this time.
So here's the VHSL Class 1 semifinals. Grayson County taking on ROANOKE in the state semifinals rematch from last year. Kickoff set for 2 at Gate City High School. In the other semifinal will be at 2 o'clock. Buffalo Gap visits Rappahannock. Now the winners will play at Salem Stadium next Saturday at 5.
And now, WFXR presents Hardee's Friday Night Blitz Player of the Week.
Well, this week's athlete ran for over 185 yards and put up 3 touchdowns in his team's 49-7 win over George Washington High School last Friday to claim the Region 4D title. And this is the first time that his squad has been in this position to play in a state semifinal in over 3 decades. Now, he gives all the credit to his team, and guess what? He's your player of the week.
Xander Coleman, slot back, Jefferson Forest High School. My freshman and sophomore year, we lost in the second round both times, so it was kind of sucked, and it just feels great just to get past that point and just be able to play for the state semifinals and hopefully a state championship. I know it feels great because I think the most I ever had was maybe 2 or 1, so just getting 3 it just felt amazing. Just use the right gaps, trust my own line, and just score a touchdown. In preseason, everybody was questioning if our line was going to be good or not, so they just used that as fuel and just like motivation to be like, yeah, I don't think we're going to be that bad, but they just kept going and just really proved everybody wrong.
What does it mean to you when you put that Cavaliers jersey on?
It means a lot to me because since I was little, I always played rec football for the Cavs, and just growing up, seeing my brothers play, wearing the JF jersey, it just means a lot. You know, playing in December, people really just think it's like basketball season, but we're in December, we're still playing football.
What does Coach Cruz mean to you?
He means a lot to me. You know, he trusts me, he trusts everybody on the team. He checks up on everybody, makes sure everybody's okay. He's just a great coach in general. He's really put in his all into this program and just wants to show like that we're just not like always like a second round exit team. We're just a big family, just willing to fight for each other and just whatever it takes to make it to the state championship.
And now, Hardee's Friday Night Blitz Aquarius Pools Splash Play of the Week, sponsored by Aquarius Pools and Outdoor Living.
Well, we have a double dip of the splashy play of the night in the Region 5C first round. William Fleming hosting Douglas Freeman, and the Mavericks their own 10. QB George Davis, Haterade intercepted the Colonel Stephon Webb. He takes it in for the score, a house call as Fleming with that pick 6. They were going to win that playoff game over the Mavericks. And we had Salem visiting Cave Spring Knights earlier this year. Spartans QB Jaden Rudisil airs it out to Michael Crawley, who takes it all the way to the house for the touchdown. It's Crawley's first ever TD. Salem were going to win that game that night, and what a cool splashy double lip from our play of the night. Meanwhile, the 19th ranked James Madison Dukes seeking their first FBS Conference Championship when they host Troy tonight in that Sun Belt Football Championship game from Bridgeport Stadium in Harrisonburg. And the Dukes, they get it done. They win 31-14. JMU still with a shot at a college football playoff spot, and it'll depend on Saturday's results. Meanwhile, the number 18 Virginia Cavaliers and Duke Blue Devils will meet in the 2025 Atlantic Coast Conference Football Championship game on Saturday night at 8 at Bank of America Stadium in Charlotte, North Carolina, led by transfer quarterback Chandler Morris and defensive lineman Mitchell Melton. Virginia returns to the ACC Championship game for the first time since 2019 after closing the regular season 10-2 overall and 7-1 in the conference play. The Cavaliers recorded their second 10-win season in program history and the first since 1989, and they matched the 1995 team with a program record 7 conference victories. Meanwhile, men's and women's Division III soccer Final Four taking place over at Kerr Stadium on the ROANOKE College campus in Salem. On the men's side, in their semifinal, Tufts beat St. Olaf 2-1. Meanwhile, Trinity out of Texas, they went over Emory in overtime 1-0. So Trinity will take on Tufts for the title Sunday at noon. Meanwhile, on the women's final Saturday at noon, it will be Emory battling Washington U or Wash U. Now, one other note, we like to wish good luck to Roanoke's Powerhouse Elite 8 youth football team, as on Sunday they begin a weeks-long run in Naples, Florida, looking for a national title. Well, folks, that does it for this edition of the Hardee's Friday Night Blitz. Now, if you missed any of our show, we'll have it for you on WFXRTV.com momentarily. Again, thank you so much for watching our show. Again, next week we have our season finale of the Hardee's Friday Night Blitz with our annual State Finals Preview Special. I'm Jermaine Ferrell. For Ryan Moye, Miriam Chamberlain, and the entire WFXR staff, I couldn't do it without you. You guys are awesome and you rock the scene. The behind-the-scenes crew, second to none. Hope all of your teams are winners. Have a wonderful and blessed night and weekend, everybody.